All right, welcome back. January 14th, 2025. The past 3 months has just been brutal in the market. After Trump was elected president, stocks went up for roughly 3 to 4 weeks, but it's just been brutal ever since with the jobs report, inflation, the Federal Reserve. It's just been brutal. So I want to show you, obviously, as of January 1st, so 2 weeks, the account is down almost $1,000. The net worth has gone from at one point it was like 263 to 248, so an $18,000 drop or so. But I want to click on the 3 month to show you since October 15th, the net worth has gone down $15,512.90. So just an insane amount of just drop. It's been, I mean, just look at this. I had a high of 267 at one point. But the great part of putting this out there is the stocks always go up. They may go down for a time. There may be wars, there may be famines, there may be all kinds of Y2K issues, but ultimately they trend up. And history has shown us that they tend to trend up at 8, 9, or 10% a year. So I want to get into each account here so you can see where it is at over the past week. This is down almost 1%. As you can see, 0.91. The past 3 months, let's see the past month, about 3% in this account. Not that bad. But year to date, it is down 1.49%. I mean, everything is, well, I guess not everything's red, but usually one or two of these is red, and you can see the vast majority of them. Even SoundHound has been just taking a beating. This at one point was worth about $10,000. I've put in about 2, so I'm going to continue to watch it. It's a technology stock. I think we're just still at the beginning of, what's to come in 2025. So I'm obviously writing this out. Matter of fact, there's a wise man that I don't actually care for, but I do believe in what he says. And he says when the market is down like a fire sale, stocks are on sale. So he buys more. And that's just what I've been doing. I have been buying more stock, specifically in SCHD. I just keep buying. Yes, and unfortunately, I do the same thing with Coke. I just keep buying. I decided to purchase Coke about a year ago, and I've put in probably a little less than 10,000, maybe 8,500 or so. The rest maybe has been in dividends. But I just know that this poisonous company is such a large company. It's such an addicting company that even a lot of the organic natural juices or beverages companies that come out with a great product, I believe Coca-Cola is just going to buy them. So I don't think that you necessarily can beat them. They're too big, unfortunately. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised, I'm going to put it out there, if Coca-Cola buys Olipop. If anyone's ever had an Olipop, it is a soda-like beverage. I think they have like 4 or 5 grams of sugar, maybe 9 grams of fiber. They taste great. They're sparkly. It's like an anti-soda soda, and it's delicious. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Coke buys them or some of the other Olipop off brands that are out there. So that's the reason why I buy Coke. Obviously, they pay dividends, so I purchase them for that reason. It looks like I do have a little bit of cash in this account, just under $400. So I'm probably going to keep purchasing Coke and SCHD. I think SCHD is just absolutely a steal right now at $27.52. I mean, it's just a steal. This stock will go up. It's going to keep paying dividends. It's got an excellent track history. I'm going to quadruple down on this stock in 2025. It's less than $30 a share. This is going to be a huge year for me and SCHD. So anyways, I wanted to get back to just this portfolio where year to date it's down 1.49%. I want to get into the other portfolio that I have. It's the IRA dividends portfolio. This year to date is down, very little, 0.08. So quite tiny. Of course, everything that is up very, very little. And it also has the majority of the stocks in red. Again, these are both portfolios. Well, this one last year, by the end of the year, or close to it, I didn't have a single stock in the red. They were all green for the year. And I want to say the other portfolio only had one or two for the year, and they were all minimum losses. So these, in my opinion, are great stocks. Many of them have very little money in them. This account, I do transfer money in weekly, and it kind of auto buys across all of these stocks. So it's automated. It does it by itself. It may buy, 0.05 shares of JEPI and 0.05 shares of HYG, etc., all along the list. So this one's more of a passive portfolio, hence why it might be down so little, whereas the more active one is down, almost 1.5% more, with most of that coming from SoundHound, which is more of kind of this huge play AI stock that I'm trying to see if it'll turn into like NVIDIA Gold. So yeah, again, I really just want to stress the importance of, if this went to 240 or 235, like, buy more. These are good companies. Coke's not going anywhere. SCHD's not going anywhere. JEPI's not going anywhere. These are excellent companies. When the market's bad for whatever reason, you have to consider this is a sale of a good company due to outside forces, and just know that it's going to go up. And when it goes up, because you've bought it on sale, it's going to increase your net worth and percentage that much more because you got it at a discount. So anyways, that is the portfolio there. Jumping into kind of the history. This is really important because, unfortunately, as much as I want to get into this every week, I just am having a hard time doing that. So, but I am filling this out. I did start on 929, filling it out. And at one point it got as high as 256, but then look, in December it's just tanking, 255. Next week, 252. The next week, the week of Christmas, 249. Then 1229 right before New Year's, 252 it went up. And then 251. And then just tanked. And probably half of this $6,000 that I lost, well, I didn't lose it. It's an unrealized loss. Was due to SoundHound. I mean, that's gone down like $3,000. So either way, it's still down. But the point is it's not necessarily the dividend stocks that I've been choosing and selecting. So, again, how am I going to get to $1 million in stock valuation within the next 5 years? Well, you're going to see. I'm going to continue to aggressively invest in these companies that pay dividends that are going to grow. I think the next 3 to 4 years are going to be really good for the economy, for business, for the stock market. And I do have an update on a spreadsheet that I haven't actually looked at with online, but this December, just a few weeks ago, was the first month I received over $2,000 that month in dividends. So I had never hit 1,500. I'd been really close as they build up over time. I had a 1,300 and change month or a $1,250 month. So my hope was that December, which is typically my largest month of dividends, would eclipse $1,500 dollars worth of dividends in the month. But it actually hit just over $2,000 that month in dividends. So that was a huge milestone for me when I started 4 years ago. The first time I got a $5 dividend, I was just ecstatic, and a $10 or a $15 and then a $50. And now with all of these stocks, even when the market's down, I'm still going to get dividends, and I reinvest those back into these stocks so that I'll have more dividends next time. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this year I might have 1 month that gets $2,500. Dollars worth of dividends. And, the ultimate goal is to be able to live off of dividends. And I'll save that for maybe another video, so this one's not too long. But, I mean, having $2,000 a month one time it's a big milestone for me. And I hope that I can start selecting other stocks, other dividend stocks that pay dividends in the other months, so I can start creating some balance in the months when I get dividends, so they're not so wonky. And I'll illustrate that in another video, so you'll see exactly what I mean. But anyways, it's been a couple weeks since I've been able to come back on and give you an update, and I'm not shying away from how bad the market's been. Again, I tend to look at the cup isn't half full, it's not half empty. I'm just glad there's water in it, and there's water in the cup, and it's going to be a great year. We can see I started the year at 251. The goal for the year is to be over 300 grand in valuation. That's with my contributions I'm going to make this year, as well as with the growth of the portfolio. So I'll make another video within a week or two, and just continuing to check in to see how I'm going to get to $1 million in valuation by 2030.